The Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code HGP. Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me today is not Joel Meyer, but we do once again have Archer joining us to pinch hit. Archie, how are we doing today?
Doing good. Discount Joel Meyer here. Gonna do my best. Missing let me put the hoodie on for the entire show. It's too bad I couldn't light my candles up for this. It would have been too dark. No one would be able to see me, so I couldn't appreciate that.
Get some flags in the background. You got
Yeah.
to leave every ad break and make some noise in the kitchen or whatever he does.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, we're doing good here on a Wednesday. We got a 9-game Thursday slate we will get into there. Going to go over our puck bucks and everything. But of course, top of the show, we're getting a lot of people on YouTube commenting saying like, they haven't even heard about us. So, make sure to tell your friends if you got a betting group chat or anything, spread us around. Trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 912. Once we get to 1,000, I think we can kind of monetize off of that. So let's help us help you and bring you more episodes. Had a prop episode yesterday. I didn't actually track how that one did, but a few of the games that I'd like to go over did not. So there was a 1-0 game in Detroit, or for Detroit and Vegas. But the one thing, and you noticed it too in the chat yesterday, was the point stacks on DraftKings are just completely taxed now.
Oh, utterly ridiculous. Well, I mean, what's the point of even putting it out if you're just gonna go, hey, minus 285, minus 250, and minus 250 is the parlay price. Why even put it out? Like, that's not even such a waste of time. Like, I don't even get that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least make it like 5 cents cheaper or something.
Or
like entice people somehow there. But that's how they get you. The same game parlays is how people get you there. Right. Shout out to everyone in the chat here. We got Ishan catching the show live. LGF Gents with some beers there. And of course, we got our boy Victor Rojas there with all of his emojis. So shout out everyone in the chat. Let's just get right into our puck bucks from Tuesday night. Archer, you actually had the best night out of all three of us. I'm pretty sure I got the gifts and the first period bets correct, but it looks like you went 6-6 up 23.90. Joel went 3-6 down 15.27. And then I went 5-5 up 4.40 there. I'm not sure how. No, did you have 12 picks?
Yeah, I should have.
You had 13 picks, so that's a
miscount. All right.
It's a miscount somewhere, but this formula is not working then. So
technical difficulties already.
Yeah, whatever. But Archie, that's let me change this so people can actually see. That's bad too. But Archie, what did you takeaways from Tuesday night?
Well, I'll start with the Boston and Isles game. It was a pretty slow start, and then it really opened up a second. Became very quickly open hockey for both teams. They both very physical. I mean, Zadorov trying to kill Matthew Schaefer from behind the net was kind of funny. His response this morning. Get out there, and there's a library in the fucking stadium, which is true.
Yeah.
Carolina took care of business. That was a good game. And Nashville, Minnesota was fiddle fucking around with the puck for 60 minutes, basically, for both teams.
Did you see how that game ended? How like the net was knocked off, and like
Johansson wasn't even gonna actually score on it.
No, he wasn't. It was they were just like, all right. Apparently that was like the 4th or 5th time that game he pushed it. They were like, all right, we're sick of it. Just give the Wild the win.
Yeah. Detroit kind of let me down there. Oh, Dallas too, coming back 3-1. Edmonton's woes continue. Anaheim took care of business. I actually saw a stat earlier today. I did not notice this. Whenever I think the Ducks are 6-0 when they score 3 or more, and Florida is 0 something, like 0-6, something like that. Crazy when the other team scores 3 or more. So if you like the Ducks to win by 3 or more, it's a nice little correlated piece right there.
Yeah, that's the key number to get to is I guess 3 goals for those teams, and then that's the key number for most teams with a total of 5.5 or 6.5. But yeah, that Dallas comeback was big. I was watching some of that in the third period. That was a good win there, but bad loss for Joel there. He would be like, oh, DeSmith, it was a good bet. I'd bet it again, but the Stars came back there. Yeah, Vegas. You had Detroit. Joel and I had the Vegas puck line. Neither of us hit there. Vegas won that one, 1-0. Ducks. Yeah, Cutter Gauthier, former Flyers prospect, getting a hat trick there. Florida or Anaheim just piling it on in the third period to get up to 7. I don't know how the Kings keep winning games, but they keep doing it. 3-0 over the Jets there at home. Yeah, Tampa, Colorado was a good game. That was 3-2.
Yep, that's right.
That's more of a toss up there, like we said. Rangers just can't win at home. A shutout by Kochetkov in his season debut. So they're winless at home. Their goal differential at home has to be
It's ugly,
right.
and it's funny seeing it. People are like talking about how Igor needs to be better at home. It's like, buddy, they gotta score some goals at home. Like,
Yeah.
I can't stop what, all the pucks, like except for like 2.
Mhm. Yeah, they scored 5 against San Jose, but besides that, they've been shut out in the other 4 and scored 1 against the Wild.
Exactly.
That is awful there. Yeah, Utah Buffalo did not get to the over, but Utah came through there in overtime, I believe that was.
Yep, clean killer.
Yeah, you went over Boston Islanders. That ended up going over, and yeah, Flyers Canadians. Flyers get 3 early ones. I'm saying Canadians are coming back. Flyers have to blow this at some point. Canadians come back, take the lead. Flyers come back and tie it and win in a shootout. Flyers and shootouts are just so good this year with Zegras and
Yeah,
Michkov and Brink and Konechny. So
Zegers has been great this year. Like,
yeah,
amazing. Like, watching him play is actually exciting.
yeah, he had a great behind the back pass for power play goal there. Power play assist
Yeah.
to Cam York last night. If we didn't have him, like we'd be horrible because like Michkov is having a slow start. Konechny hasn't been himself. So Zegras, I think he has like 15 points in 13 games.
Yeah,
It's just a great
crazy.
addition for the Flyers there. All right, yeah, that's the Puck Bucks for Tuesday. Of course, college basketball is also back this week, so make sure you subscribe to the College Experience and catch their podcasts on the SGPN app. Any news here worth getting into before we get into the games, or before we get into the games? Can you just talk us through a little bit your thought process when betting on first period overs, gifts, and stuff like that? Like, what are you thinking? What are you looking for primarily?
Well, there's a couple sites that I use for data that have a lot of good numbers on it. Good, like, and then you kind of look at the narrative behind, not narrative, but like, what's it called? The situation, what's
Mm-hmm.
coming in, right? So a lot of these times, like for instance, like that, let's take the gift for the Nashville, Minnesota. Minnesota can't really score a 5-on-5, and Nashville played the night before, so a little bit of slow legs. I would have expected it to be slow, and it was. They had like 2 shots each team, but then
Mm-hmm.
in 10 minutes of the first period. So, slow start. So a lot of the time, that's how I look at it. And a little bit of the goaltending. It does matter a little bit. That's kind of like in the Philly Montreal game. Like, Montebello couldn't stop a puck.
Yeah.
First 3, it's just how you lose. But a lot of the time, like a lot of these teams that want to play over, the lines when they come out are a little bit slow. So sometimes you can get a price on the over, but
Mm-hmm.
another thing is like live betting too. Is like if you like a first period under, a lot of the time if it's like 0-0, the game is gonna open up towards that second period. It's a little juicy, but sometimes it's not. You can play a lot around with like live betting too with a lot of these period plays.
Yeah. I've always had live betting is I think one of the areas where you can kind of take advantage of the books because like they're trying to bet it live, like they're
I
price it
can't.
live. They're not watching every game,
uh,
like they're just going with the data. So if you're watching and like there's an injury or something, like that's key to key in on.
I can't tell you how many times I could have had like a really bad fucking night if I just didn't if I live bet, I like completely changes the whole night for me. Like all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, I'm actually having a good night.
Yeah. So live betting, I mean, don't chase too much. Don't
Nah,
chase losses, but
yeah,
pick your spots here and there. Yeah, you mentioned a few resources. I just want to shout them out just to be
yep,
transparent about it. Chris Otto at PSU Otto on Twitter. He's great. He has
yep,
like charts like these with like first period totals. The gift is goal in first 10 minutes. By the
yep.
way, if you're not familiar with that, but yeah, this was before last night's games. Wild had 5 of 13 gifts there. So that was a good underplay. Like, so if two of these top teams that are high scoring in the first period are going at it, he even does like, teams to go over 1.5 team total
Yeah.
or first period shutouts. Like, follow him on Twitter there.
He has
That's a
a
good
system
resource.
play when teams get shut out.
Yes,
The
yeah, I'm
next
glad you
game.
mentioned that. Yeah, he said if a team gets shut out, bet them to score in the first period the next game, and
Yep.
he has sort of system there. EV Analytics as well is a good site. They have first
All the
period
totals.
totals. They have first second period totals. You can go there, and also of course just NHL.com. There is a goals by period stat. I have it bookmarked season. I'm going to update for this season, but you just report goals by period there, and you can sort by any team,
Yep.
so you can look at whatever teams are
I
good
mean,
are
even
good
if you
there.
don't want to bet by like the period totals, it's even good for live betting. Like if a
Yeah,
team's down
exactly.
early, like a lot of the time, like you can
Yep.
get good spread numbers on that. Just
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah. Like Vegas, I know has always been a great
Third
third
period
period
game.
game. I
Yeah.
think Dallas is as well. So yeah, you got to look at that type of stuff. Attack it from every angle.
Yeah.
Okay, let's now get into this 9-game slate for Thursday, November 6th. Kicking things off here. 7 o'clock at the Ottawa Senators, -135 at the Boston Bruins, +114. Under 6.5 at -130. Over 6.5 at +110. Kick us off here.
All right. Well, I think for the Bruins it'll be Corpusala on that for the revenge angle. He's got a bone to pick with them, and can't trust either the goalies for the Senators. They can't stop anything. So the over at 6.5 at +110 is a phenomenal play in my opinion. And another one is the Bruins as home dogs, especially at plus money. It's a great play. They are playing good enough to win games, especially at home. They really get up for these games. So I'll put 25 puck bucks on both of those plays.
Are we doing puck bucks? We decided we're gonna do puck bucks.
I
We
thought you
weren't
said we were.
sure because we added you last show.
Yeah.
Joel's not here. We can do puck bucks. We
Yeah.
can do puck bucks. I
He
feel like we
said,
can make that executive decision. So you're taking Boston +114,
yep.
425, and then the over,
Yep.
right? All right, over 6.5
Plus one.
there. Boss 6.5, 110 for 25 puck bucks there. All right, yeah. For me, I looked at a bunch of these games earlier today. I forget exactly if I took anything though, so I'm looking that up. But yeah, I think the way you're going here. Don't really love the Corpusalo angle if he is in net. Has that been confirmed, or do you
No.
know
I
if
just think
that's
it
just
will
like
be.
a narrative type
Swayman's
thing there?
Swayman's played 2 in a row, so I think they'll give him a break here.
Okay, yeah, it does say Corpusalo is probable on goalie post,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really mean anything there. But yeah, Boston at home. They're 6-3. They've been solid here so far. 4 in a row, 5 of their past 6. And Ottawa, yeah, good home win last week against Boston, but it's tough to beat a team like Boston twice in a row so quickly. So yeah, I am on Boston +114. I'm going to copy that bet right there for 20 puck bucks. Yeah, and I'm on the over as well. I got 5.5 earlier, up to 6.5 now. But so yeah, I still think this gets to 7, if not more goals than that. So
Yeah.
over 4.5, over 6.5, +110, just 20 puck bucks on that there. Both Boston and the over. Do you have any first period bets for this one?
The lines haven't come out yet, so no. But I'd be
Uh,
looking towards the gift and the over, and probably
yeah.
both teams to score is a great price too. Usually at plus money.
Both teams to score is a fun bet, and yeah, like you said, bet these if you want to over bet it early because people just love being like, oh, let's root for a good first period here. Let's root for the over. Oh no, we do have lines out here for this
Oh,
one.
they just came out now.
Over 1.5 is
Oh, they
minus
did.
125.
Yep, I would bet that.
Yeah, all right.
All
That's
right, they
both
just
both
came out.
teams to score plus 170. So yeah,
Oh, I love that.
you gotta know when these come out. I guess I don't know. Okay, going down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Montreal Canadiens plus 136 at the New Jersey Devils minus 162. Under 6.5 is minus 125. Over 6.5 is plus 105 here. I just saw the Canadians last night. Watched all of that game against my Flyers. They got dominated at 5-on-5. Shots were 42-20 overall. Both teams scored twice on the power play here. And looking at Montreal, 3 straight games to overtime. Their wins haven't been overly impressive, like Ottawa, Seattle, Vancouver, at Calgary, Buffalo, Nashville, Seattle. Like losing to better teams, Edmonton, the Rangers arguably are better if they turn it around. The Devils, though, coming back from a 4-game road trip out west, have had 3 days off, so it's not a Malinsky. They're 5-0 at home. I like the Devils here. I just don't know if I can lay the minus 162, but I also don't want to play the regulation because the Habs always go to overtime. But I'll lay the minus 162 here on the Devils for 32 bucks there. I think they're a much better team, and Montreal, they always come back. That's how they come back into games, and I don't think the Devils will let that happen.
So for me, I like the over here at plus 105. I'd for 25 bucks. I can't trust the Canadians to hold a lead, and the Devils' goaltending is a little shaky here and there. You know, they Jake Allen saw good, but then a little fell off a little bit, and can't really trust Markstrom despite that good performance in LA. I like the over. Both teams are scoring, are like top 10 in scoring, so I can't imagine why there's a plus money sign here right now. As for the side, I think the Devils get it done. I just think Montreal's played a lot in the last last week or so. So not quite a play, but I like the look.
It is Dobish tomorrow
Yeah.
For Montreal, and yeah, hopefully Markstrom for the Devil's sake can turn it around because he's not been great so far. Okay, we are brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we're brought to you by Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use promo code SGPN. Getting on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. All right, here at 7 p.m. again, got the St. Louis Blues plus 105 at the Buffalo Sabres minus 125, under 6.5 minus 120, over 6.5 plus 100. Archie, what do you have here with the Blues on a back-to-back?
So for this one, if I'm not mistaken, Buffalo is a good home team, and Blues have been pretty abysmal on the road so far. I know Blues are coming off a win against Edmonton, which is a pretty big win. So I look this to be a letdown spot for the Blues, but I can't really trust the Sabres too much. Even at their short price, they are all over the place. That the Utah Sabres game should have had a lot more goals in it, but both goalies came up strong. It looks like. So for me, I would only look towards the Sabres in the over, but no place for me.
Yeah, I am going with the Sabres here. It's a back-to-back for the Blues, so of course I'm taking the team that's against them there at home. It is also Bennington tonight for St. Louis, and
Yep.
I don't think Hofer has been very good this season. And yeah,
Either
you
of them.
mentioned it. They are pretty bad on the road. Lost their last 3 in a row on the road in Columbus, Pittsburgh, and Detroit. So yeah, Buffalo here at minus 125. That's the best price on the board right now. They're as high as minus 140. I'd probably play it up to minus 140, but yeah, you can't trust the Sabres too much. But 5 straight overtime games,
Yeah.
only won one of them. You have to think that they get something here at home against St. Louis, and I think St. Louis is playing at Washington tonight. So Washington's a tough team heavy team to play against. So I think Buffalo gets it done. Minus 125 there for 25 bucks. And yeah, I think I would go with the over just because it's Hofer, but don't trust the Blues to score too many. So I'm just not going to have a play there. Okay, down to 7 p.m. again. Got the Minnesota Wild plus 160 at the Carolina Hurricanes minus 192. Under 6.5 at minus 130. 6.5 at plus 110. The Wild, back-to-back wins there. The weird overtime win in or against Nashville at home. Now they're going on the road where they're 2-3-1. Carolina 3-1-0 at home, 1-2 of the past 3 now, even without half their defense, Gostis, Bear Miller, and Slavin, but they're making do. They're getting by there, but I don't really think I have anything for this game. Maybe the under, if anything, just because neither team can really score too much. But if anything, I'll just look for some Marcus Johansson props. He's on the top line. He's been getting points. He's been getting shots on goal. So if you want a fun bet in this one, I would take that.
All right, and for me, uh, first of all, I think this is a bad spot for the Wild after them getting two kind of lucky wins. And Carolina's coming back from a short road trip where they lost badly to the Bruins, but they should have won. So I think Carolina's going to be pretty motivated to win this game. So for me, I'm going to take, first and foremost, the Carolina regulation price at minus 130 for 30 bucks. And
Okay.
then no gift at plus 120 for this game as well. I think this is another good spot for her because I don't trust the Wild to score at all, and Carolina does kind of start out quick, but they don't. It's not really big opportunities a lot of the time. I think they can keep one out.
How many puck bucks on that one?
Just 20.
20 puck bucks. All right. All right, going down here to 7:30. Got the Washington Capitals minus 115 at the Pittsburgh Penguins minus 105. Under 6.5 at minus 120. Over 6.5 at plus 110. Sean, back to you.
All right, so for this game, I'm not really in love with both these teams. They're both playing pretty bad recently. Pittsburgh's on a 2-game losing streak. Washington's on a 4-game losing streak. I know Washington's playing tonight. I actually don't know who the goalie is per se. Maybe it's
I think it's Thompson.
yeah.
Thompson's confirmed.
Okay, so I can't really. I want to say the under personally because Washington's been playing a bunch of under games and Pittsburgh can score, so it's kind of a question mark in that department at least. I think Jari's actually went to the IR, so it's should be Yosivas, right?
Yeah, I would think it's Seelovs there.
Yeah,
Seelovs.
Sorry, I said his name wrong. But so I actually really don't have a play for this game in any way. It's kind of a pass game for me personally. It's a toughie.
Yeah, this is wait and see what happens tonight for Washington game. Maybe an over, but Washington hasn't been scoring. Pittsburgh hasn't been scoring. Maybe a fun Ovechkin goal bet. I don't think he's hit his 900th yet. So in Pittsburgh against Crosby and Malkin for the final time, possibly could be a good narrative play there. But yeah, Washington 4 losses in a row. Pittsburgh a bunch of injuries now. Raquel's still out. Brazeau's out now. Nola Chari. Their lines are horrible. So fade them long term. I also forgot it's them in Nashville going to the Global Series, I think next week, and that always hurts teams going overseas. So fade the Penguins long term right now. They started out hot. The odds might not have caught up on that yet. I think I saw their point totals at like 84 and a half still, 83. So love the under there, especially after the Global Series and the injuries will pick up, and Crosby will want to manage his body for Olympics and all that stuff there. So fading the Penguins long term, big time. All right, down to 8 o'clock at the Anaheim Ducks plus 160 at the Dallas Stars minus 192. Under 6.5 is minus 130. Over 6.5 plus 110. I'm throwing this one your way again because the Flyers are up next.
That's fine. So for this one, I actually really like the Ducks here in this spot. I'm not quite sure why the line is getting as far as it has. I know Andrew just had a kid, so I imagine he'll be on one in this game. But at price, Ducks plus 160. They are a lethal offense, and Dallas, they came back against the Oilers, but that's anybody can do that right now, considering how they've played so far. So I like the Ducks at plus 160 for 20 bucks. And I don't want to quite take the over. I hope it's a Dostal and a Ottinger matchup for an under. That'd be a little spicy play there.
That would definitely be a goalie game if it was there. But yeah, I completely agree with you. Anaheim here up to plus 160 just seems way too high. I'm on them for 20 puck bucks as well. 4 straight wins, 3 straight wins by at least 2. So I'm trying to find here what the good old reverse cowgirl is for the Ducks on the minus 1.5 to throw a spicy play on that. That is plus 340. So yeah, I'll do Anaheim minus 1.5, plus 340. Just 5 puck bucks on that. Not gonna put too much because I have 20 on them for the game there. But yeah, they're playing well. Dallas still without Hintz, still without Faxa now. Duchesne's out as well. Ottinger will be on one when he is back. He was the backup last night, so yeah, he should be good to go Thursday, so that does scare me a bit. But I like what the Ducks are doing. The Ducks, they have Carlson, Gauthier, all these guys just firing on all cylinders. So ride the Ducks while you can there. Okay, down to 8:00 again. We have the Philadelphia Flyers -110 at the Nashville Predators -110. We gotta pick them. Over 5.5 -112, under 5.5 -108. Almost a pick them there on the total as well. And honestly, that's how this game should be priced because I have no idea how to handicap this one. They met in Philadelphia last week. Flyers won 4-1 while getting outshot 33-17. Nashville should have won that game, but it was Trevor Zegras and Dan Vladar stealing it for him. Flyers looked very motivated last game after kind of being called out by Rick Tocchet after a bad performance against Calgary. So, yeah, I'll go with my Flyers at -110 for 22 bucks here. I think I have to. Just don't like what Nashville's doing. They tried to get Stamkos and Marchessault, and not even sure if they're not even a rebuild on the fly, just kind of recompete on the fly, and it's just not working there. This game and a bunch of other games, overtime, take an overtime round robin. 5 games went to overtime on Tuesday night. Like, do a 2-legger, do a 3-legger. You should come out profitable on most of these big slates here. As for the total, probably a low scoring game, but I'm not going to be touching that.
All right. Well, earlier I got Flyers at plus money, so it's very unfortunate I cannot share that bet because I think the line is a lot more appropriate. A little bit, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I actually really like the no gift in this game and the under for first period. So the no gift is plus 105 and under 1.5 is -120. I'll put 20 on that on both of those. Despite Flyers' fast start, they usually really aren't that high scoring. A lot of talking games, they just don't. And Predators are an old team; they like to start slow, anyways. So those are my favorite plays for this game, just to get a nice little sweat. And maybe I'll play around with a live total as the game goes on.
All right, yeah, going down here to 10:00 now. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning plus 105 at the Vegas Golden Knights -125. Under 6.5 at -130. Over 6.5 at plus 110. Arch, what do you got?
All right, I like Vegas in this matchup. I know Tampa Bay had lost that game against Avalanche, but Avalanche are a great team, and Vegas is coming off of a kind of a good win. I mean, there's a lot. Detroit had a lot of shot attempts despite not having a lot of shots on goal, so that was a little bit of a misleading in that department. I think that game was close, but I think Vegas will continue their dominance at home here. I will put 30 bucks at -125 here. I think they're the much better team as long as Eichel is playing. I don't think Tampa Bay is a very good road team. They haven't been historically anyways, but so far I would look to the better home team in this matchup.
Yeah, Tampa Bay 3-2-2 on the road. Vegas 4-1-1. So pretty much how they've been over the past few seasons. I think Vegas having a huge home ice advantage. Good spot for them. They were off for 3 days before beating Detroit. They should have their legs back now against the Tampa team that went to Utah, went to Colorado, now going to Vegas. That's a tough road trip now, especially with the Mammoth, coming on there. So I like Vegas here a lot. -125 for 25 bucks. That appears to be one of the better lines on the board. I see -135, -140. So this line could be climbing a little bit. Goalies looks like nothing confirmed yet, but that's the only thing with Vegas is the goalies with Aiden Hill out is either Schmid or Lindbaum. But Schmid coming off a shutout, I guess, against Detroit.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of that game? You said
Bits and pieces when I could. I think I watched at least most of the first period before I started doing some other stuff. But it looked pretty competitive. Both, I mean, Vegas looked pretty dominating to start. I just know the next day I saw that Detroit had like 52 shot attempts or something, but only like half of them made it to on goal, anyways. I know it's not a big thing, but at least they were firing the puck. It wasn't like they were just being suffocated the entire game.
Yeah, Vegas has done a good job of limiting shots against. It must be probably a coaching decision now with their second and third string goalies in there.
Well, especially their early season defensive woes was.
Yes. All right, going down to the final game on the docket, got the Florida Panthers minus 105 at the Los Angeles Kings minus 115. Under 5.5 minus 105. Over 5.5 is under 5.5 minus 115. Over 5.5 minus 105. And yeah, I'm going with the under 5.5 here. Just not sure who's going to do the scoring for either side in this one. Florida haven't really figured things out without Kachuk and Barkov. Also without Gadjevich and Kulikov now, so some depth pieces. Only Fogle out for the Kings there. They love playing defensive hockey. Only allowed 23 shots to Winnipeg, 21 to the Devils there. Both teams have gone under more than over this season. Yeah, just two teams be playing tight checking defensive hockey, take team shots on goal totals under, and the under in the game.
So, Panthers are kind of abysmal on the road, 1-5 so far, and the Kings at home are 1-3-2. So this line, I really like the Panthers. Actually, I think minus 105 is a great price. That's one of my plays, and then another one is under 1.5, minus 125 for the first period. It's another great one I like. I definitely think it depends on who the goalie is for the full game total, in my opinion, because it could be a Tarasov game for the Panthers after Boblin and 7. So those are my two plays. Kind of wait and see on the total. I know it's already trending down to that 5, but so I will take $20 on both of those.
All right, yeah, and I put 23 on the over or the under for myself. Yeah, Florida first period total under 10 of 13 games. Kings 8 of 13. So that's a good look there. Might have to actually take that one myself. Okay, that's the 9-game slate, and we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries, where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. And of course, we got Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football, NFL, and now just added the NBA. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of any type in the app, and you could win $1,000. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Okay, let's run through these puck buck bets here, and then we can talk about some futures nonsense if anyone wants to tune out before we after we do the puck bucks here. Not too many bets for either of us. I guess maybe for you for a 9-game slate, but I have Boston plus 114, Ottawa Boston over 6.5 plus 110, Devils minus 162, Buffalo minus 125, Anaheim plus 160, Anaheim minus 1.5 plus 340 for 5. Philadelphia minus 110, Vegas minus 125, and Florida, LA under 5.5 minus 115.
Yeah, and I have Boston at plus 114. Ottawa, Boston over 6.5 at plus 110. Montreal and New Jersey at over 6.5 at plus 105. Carolina regulation minus 130. Minnesota, Carolina no gift plus 120. Anaheim plus 160. Philly, Nashville no gift plus 105. Philly, Nashville under 1.5 minus 120. Vegas minus 125. Florida minus 105, and Florida and the Kings under 1.5 for minus 125.
That is at the 33-minute mark of the video. I hope people can see that. I hope it's not too small of text for people, but you know what? If not, deal with it. It's fine. And let's listen back. Yeah, let's touch on the NHL Awards Watch that Greg Wyshynski put out on Tuesday. I know you've been very much into that. You've been very much into the awards this season.
What do you want me to tell my 81% Schaefer first place vote tally?
Well, that's what I was going to do first, is just try to discuss the Calder with you before I remembered. I don't think this is behind a paywall. If it is, I'm sorry. I'm okay. Let's jump to the Calder here. Leader Matthew Schaefer, finalist Demidov and Emmett Finney there, my boy, of course. You said 81% of the votes there.
Yep.
So
Go
I
ahead.
don't have any Demidov yet. I have some Schaefer at 20-1.
Mhm.
Like, I'm trying to determine if this is just going to be neck and neck the whole way, or if one will pull ahead at any point. Because Demidov, he just keeps getting the power play time. He that like watching him against the Flyers, he's amazing. But like Schaefer doesn't look like he's slowing down either.
So I think two things about this race everyone should keep in mind if you have any stakes in it, is that Schaefer's going to get a lot of leeway for being an 18-year-old kid playing defense at the level he's playing is immaculate. If he cruises to 60 points at a 18-year-old's age, it's one of the best rookie seasons for a defenseman, just in that way. So he's going to get a lot of leeway. Whereas Demidov, I think, really needs to outperform. I think he's performing to like the kind of his expectation because he was always a talented guy. He was the favorite coming in. No one was really sure if anyone was going to challenge him. So he's kind of playing to his expectations. I'm not saying he can't win. I think he needs to get to that 70 to 80 points kind of range to really kind of like take this away, because Matthew Schaefer is all the buzz right now, and that matters a lot in every sense of the word. I mean, Demidov is playing great with the minutes he's playing. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely a two-man race. I think there might be some guys that could challenge it, maybe like Dobes if he just plays 60 games somehow, but I don't see it happening personally, especially with Monty wanting to play Montembeau for whatever reason. Just to be the starter, it's not really. He's not playing good right now. He kind of needs a reset, anyways. But Finney's a fun story. That always could have a chance, but prices now it's not worth it. Snuggerud could have a chance because he's playing good ice time, but he has to really start picking it up.
Yeah, I mean Schaefer's pretty much even money. Demidov plus 160, and you got Booyum 30-1, Snuggerud 35-1. Like it seems to be a 2-horse race right now. And while you were talking, because narrative is a huge thing.
Yeah.
So I went to Google Trends and put in Matthew Schaefer, Ivan Demidov, past 30 days. Here's the chart. It's blue is Schaefer, red is Demidov. Like it's not even close. Like Schaefer, unless Schaefer gets hurt or like wears down on in the season, which
really
I don't think he will. I think he could end up just having like a Hudson like resurgence at the end and be like minus 200 by February or March.
I mean, I'd love that if that happens. Let me tell you, I'll be real happy. Much to Joel's chagrin, but
yeah. Which guy do you think is more likely to get a versus the field odds put up against them next?
Like any market or like player?
No, like Schaefer or Demidov. Like because I know FanDuel sometimes puts up like the leader against the field.
I mean, I feel like it would be Schaefer. I mean, he got another assist last night.
Yeah,
so
I feel like it was Schaefer. Yeah. Okay. So other things here in the awards watch. Let's go to the Hart. Eichel leading, Kale McCarr in second, and Mark Scheifele in other finalists there. I can't see a non-forward winning it in back-to-back years, even though McCarr might deserve it. He'll just get to Norris. And Eichel's been fantastic. But I just realized looking today, like Connor McDavid's had a bad start to the season, like people would say. He has 21 points. He's already in the lead for the points this season. It's like is it just McDavid? Like is it just inevitable to be McDavid? But the Oilers have to be good then.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Eichel, it's kind of like McKinnon from a couple of years ago, finally getting his recognition for as great as a player he's been. Like, there's no doubt about it. Eichel is in the Selke conversation. He's in the Rocket right now. He's in the Art Ross. It does help him if he's in these races, but he can have the opportunity to still win it, even without that. It is a little bit more tougher with the competition around him, but if he's up there, it's going to matter. And the Golden Knights have been good. I think what's very interesting is McCarr getting more attention than McKinnon this early. Is a lot of the times it's very difficult for both a Norris and a forward to win the Hart, like on the same team. Like they kind of take away from each other. So it's different. It's certainly an interesting case because who's more valuable than the other is really the kind of the question.
Is that just like the people he's talking to trying to like be smart and like choose McCarr over McKinnon? Because like McKinnon McKinnon should be the guy. I think even
Yeah,
based off odds, you have McDavid plus 250, McKinnon plus 275, Eichel plus 450. McCarr's down at 22-1. Like, I don't think he has a chance. I
I
sorry, I just
swear,
don't.
I swear his odds also dropped early last season too. In the first 2 months, where it was just like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's the best. He's
Yeah,
the best
you
defensive.
get the McCarr love, you get the Quinn Hughes love
Really, really.
and it's a good bet. You get the odds will come down if you can cash out. Go for it, but they're not going to.
I don't think
They're
it'll
not
be.
going to. Last time defenseman won the Hart, it was in here somewhere. It was Pronger in
Yeah,
2000, and that was the last time a defenseman was a finalist for the
and he
Hart.
only had
So,
like 60 points or something. Like it
well,
was like,
it was a different game back then.
I know it's a different
It was
game.
a
You know,
different
I'm
game back
just
then. But
saying. You
no,
know,
yeah. What else did you find interesting in the awards? What should I go to next? Selke, I guess. Suzuki
okay, yeah,
is
that's what
leading the way. Sorelli, Heischer, Jordan Stahl, finalists.
this is
I
a.
I kind of hate handicapping the Selke because voters don't even know how to vote for it. Like
It
it's
is
just
certainly.
this guy's supposed to be good. Like
Well, I'll say about Suzuki is I think he's only been on, I don't remember, I don't know about this Philly game now, but he was only on the ice for 2 5-on-5 goals leading up to that game, which is incredible. Like I almost have to wonder if all the, let's say, attention, like the credit pie, that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
like is Suzuki gonna get all the credit and not necessarily Martin St. Louis for the success of the Canadians?
Or and
This,
Demidov's in there as well, like
yep, that's
or Dobis
right.
if he keeps it up, like yeah.
So, a lot of this is, I mean, Suzuki deserves the credit he's getting. He's playing fantastic. I mean,
Mhm.
I think he has a real chance at it too if he keeps playing the way he's playing on defense as a forward, and he's tallying up
Yeah.
the points.
Yeah, 13th in each of the last 2 years in voting for the Selke. Has 19 points now, like you said, been great defensively, and yeah, he could get the spotlight. Sorelli, I think, has always been kind of due one. This could be his year. Heischer, I think, is going to have one eventually, but like this, I guess his defensive play, he gets credit, but like Jack Hughes is the guy there. Jordan Stahl could be like a legacy one. Has he ever won?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
he hasn't won it. So maybe he comes in and steals Anze Kopitar's legacy Selke. He finished 11th last year, second the year before, fourth the year before that,
The
third
only thing
back in
about Stahl
2010.
though
Like
is he's playing like third line minutes though, so it's only a matchup like at home sort of thing where he's actually playing against the first line if they want to shut them down or not.
that's
So it's kind of
yeah.
ticky tacky.
Yeah, Stahl Selke might be like the smart people's way to like recognize the
Yeah,
Hurricanes because like there's no other real way to do that there.
I know there's so many of them on that team.
Yeah. Norris is worth
Makar.
mentioning briefly. It's just Makar. Makar
I
is down to
I am
minus
surprised by Mike
155.
Matheson though. I think Mike Matheson got one vote, one little pity fucking first place vote for some
Yeah,
reason.
Makar has 92% of the first place votes.
Deservedly so.
Morrissey had the most support, but yeah, I guess a Montreal writer voted for
Yeah, of course.
Mike Matheson, I guess. But yeah, Makar minus 155. I think it's still too early in the season because injuries can happen and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it's Makar's to lose. It's always
Oh,
been
easily.
Makar's to lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the Vesna is really the last one worth. Vesna, then we can do the Adams there.
The only thing about
Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson's leading
best
the
goalie
votes.
stats right now: goal against average of 1.5 and a really high save percentage so far this season.
Yeah, 935,
Yep.
1.51 goals against average there, almost a goals above average. But I just don't know if maybe he will get enough starts to get enough wins. He has 5 wins.
They're gonna have to lean on him.
Yeah. Dobish getting votes as well. Hellebuck though. Is Hellebuck still the favorite or is Shesterkin up there? Hellebuck 320, Shesterkin 350.
I don't have a ton of thoughts. I've bet the board on this, just because I don't want to trust on the Jets or the Rangers right now. So I think there is some value on it, but nothing too significant.
Shesterkin's not even mentioned here in the Vesna blur. I don't know if this is just more anti-Russian stuff, like with the Kucherov. If we should be putting Shesterkin in that category, Michkov wasn't a finalist last year.
I think it's because some
should
people
have
want to
been.
talk about the Rangers. They're just so bad at home.
No,
That's the
that's
only thing you
true.
can talk about.
That's true. He's not going to have the wins there, but Demko getting multiple first place votes, Spencer Knight, Dostal
Yeah.
also getting votes. But I don't think Demko will play enough to hold on to that. At least he shouldn't. Like they should at least try to keep him fresh enough with Lankin as backup.
Yep.
All right, scroll down to Jack Adams here. Dan Muse is the leader. Joel Quenneville, Andre Turigny are the finalists there.
Yeah, I think Demus is kind of a rightful, not necessarily rightful favorite, but rightful first place votes. I mean, making the Penguins.
He would have won like if there's a coach of the month, like he would have
Yeah,
won that award.
if they
That's all
fall
this is at
apart,
this point.
they fall apart. It's not gonna matter because I don't think they're gonna be good all season.
No,
It'd be
they're
very,
not.
but it was an impressive start. He definitely
Mhm.
deserved it. I think the next two names on the list, Quenville and Turigny, make sense too. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that Marty St. Louis didn't get more love too. I mean, the Canadians are the first place in the Atlantic. Surprisingly, nobody expected that. That's another one. That's
That is weird because like everyone loved him as a player. Like
yeah,
he was getting shit on last year. Like he should deserve some credit for what they've done.
yeah, exactly. I mean, so it's still pretty early for the Adams. I think you could definitely start some cases on it. I have a little bit on Keith, a little bit on Muse, just in case whatever. Maybe they turn it around. I've kind of bet the board on this. I do kind of understand. It really just matters like who's gonna say what. Like you gotta wait till you hear
Yeah,
these broadcasters talk about who they like.
exactly. Yeah,
'Cause,
these polls are like good. They're fun to watch. Try to get like your long shots, but it ultimately doesn't matter until at least 2026, if not like
yeah,
February or
you
March.
gotta really start listening to these guys, what they're saying around. I would say around late December is where it's really because a lot of the playoff teams, as you know, the stat 75% of the teams that are in the playoffs at Thanksgiving make the playoffs.
Mhm.
So it's around like December you want to start really, I think, listening to it the most. Where it's gonna matter, I think, a little bit.
Yeah,
At least for the Adams.
here's the live Jack Adams ad from our friends at MyBookie. Make sure you check them out at code SGPN. Yeah, St. Louis 650, McClellan 750. I don't think he's coaching the Red Wings, right?
Yep, they have a
Yeah.
playoff route, so that's gonna be a little noisy if they make the playoffs, depending where they make it. If
Yeah.
they,
Yeah. Quenville Torigny both 11-1. I feel like that's probably a decent price to get in on them. Like I feel like they're gonna get
yeah,
most of it all along. Like Anaheim doesn't have a clear award besides this, neither does Utah.
I would say the Adams is probably the most open award right now to betting on because I mean it's still early in the season, so you can really start your positions early now.
Mhm.
Get it
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. All right. Any you mentioned earlier bet some team make miss playoffs or point totals. You have any of those off the top of your head?
Yeah, I like Ottawa to miss. I think their goaltending is going to let them down throughout the entire season. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think a plus 110 is a good bet because they're just, I mean, they're okay as a team. It's their goaltending, really. And ultimately, if you're in a competitive Atlantic, you need to be good at all three levels. It's going to matter. And their penalty kill is terrible, 62%. I mean, I don't, and they're just not getting many better either. So I think at plus one, oh, plus 100 now. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's a
getting
good
money
bet.
there. Yeah,
I bet.
I don't know what to make of this end because like I expected them to falter a bit more than they have without
Yeah,
Kachuk, and like they've shown like they're still a solid team without him, and they're still 6-5-2
they,
with their goalie struggles. So maybe they find it eventually. Maybe they make another trade to get the piece they need. Like, but I think even money, like you said, in that division, I personally wouldn't make it. Well, I wouldn't do it. We have 5 months left, but
yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's a good look. I would take the miss before I would take the make.
The thing about them is they've been coming back in a lot of games, which is that's good and all, but eventually that's not gonna that sort of luck is gonna run out,
Hmm.
and I don't think they're gonna be good enough. I took the Rangers to miss. I think this team is just god miserable.
Minus 130 now. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a little again another Atlantic bet. I
well,
know
no,
it's
that's the Metro.
Metro, yeah, but I mean the East as a whole. It's so
Okay.
competitive. I don't think they're if their woes continue, if they get start stacking up injuries, it's gonna matter.
Yeah,
And
I'm trying to see if there's a better price elsewhere here, really quick. Plus 115 to make, minus 130 to miss. No, so they've kind of flip flopped there.
Another one I added, well, at least two. I'll kind of go through it quickly. Minnesota to miss at minus 110. I know it's a minus price,
Mm.
but I don't like how this team's playing. They're playing miserably 5-on-5, and I don't think they're going to turn it around. They are power play merchants as it's going on. And honestly, I know the Pacific isn't that great, but I think there's a little bit more competition along these teams. And I feel like if Minnesota has all the right pieces to be starting off strong, there's no reason I don't. This could go by the wayside very quickly. If and it's not like Kaprizos hasn't gotten injured the last couple of years. If he
Hmm.
gets injured, this is I mean, it's going to go down quickly.
Yeah, Central. I mean, you got the Avs, Jets, and Stars better than them. The
And
Mammoth, the
yeah,
Mammoth are going to make it. Like the Preds right now look as good as them, and then over in the Pacific, Knights, Kings, Oilers, Ducks are up there. Kraken might make it over them. So yeah, I feel
right.
like that's and like you look at the Wild, you're like, oh, they should be good. They have Kaprizov, they have Gustafsson, they have Faber, they have all these good young defensemen, but it's like offensively, Boldy doesn't look like he can carry his own line on the second line. And yeah, like you said, they're power play merchants. They 5-on-5, they are struggling.
Yep. I just added more Ducks to make playoffs. I think this is a great plus. A plus 145. They're such a great young team. They playing great under Quenville. I guess I'm moving the lines when I bet these. Apparently, sorry, just giving you fake numbers here. Plus 135. That's still a great play. I mean, I think
Yeah,
plus money is a great price on them. They're
I just worry because their underlying metrics haven't been great. 46.72 expected goal share at 5-on-5. Score and venue adjusted based
yeah,
from Evolving Hockey here. They're Corsi for though shot attempts. They're getting majority 51.56. Just getting higher quality shots there. And I guess they're a young team that they could develop more. They could make another trade. They should have plenty of cap space.
I don't think the Pacific's too strong, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they're the third team that makes it in. Like, I mean, I could see easily Vegas, Oilers, 1-2, and then
Hmm.
who's the third
Yeah,
team?
yeah,
Maybe the Kings, but still,
no,
anywhere in the wild card to the third spot, I think they're really likely to make at this point.
yeah. They're tied for first right now. 17 points in 12 games. I think they're still better than the Kraken. I think they're on par with the Kings potentially.
Yeah,
I've just always been a Kings hater for some reason. I don't
I
know
hate the
why, but
Kings right now.
I faded them for like 3 or 4, like every season. I think we've done this. I faded the Kings. So, but yeah, Ducks 12 million in cap space. They have young pieces they could move. Like that, Verbeek has shown that he's willing to make bad trades to win now. Like yeah,
Yeah, can
go
always
for
bring
it.
in Panarin. You never know.
Exactly. Okay, think that is going to about do it for us. She'll be back on Friday around I would say 5 or 6 Eastern Standard Time. Joel hopefully back for that one. Hopefully he's resting up and recovering here. Potentially another player prop show tomorrow, Thursday at 2 p.m. I think there's 9 games, so it might be tough to get a full episode out of it. But what we got Friday? Friday we have 4 games. We can maybe squeak something out there. Keep an eye out for that on YouTube. Subscribe there. Hockey Gamble Podcast. Subscribe. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple and Spotify, and get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. Arch, anything else there before we end it?
Oh, I'm all good. This is a good show. You know, got a lot of my million bets I make every day out of the way.
Yeah. All right. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Sean, and you'll find me sweating out some more first period bets tonight. I think there's a couple I like tonight.
See ya.